In any case, all of the charges against Sergei didn't make sense. They claimed that he was doing things with these companies in 2001. We had clean audits for the companies. We proved that he didn't even start working for them for 2002. Facts don't matter. So I just take you through this briefly, but doesn't matter what you say. They claimed he was trying to leave the country, so that they had to arrest him and detain him because he applied for a British visa. The British embassy said he's never applied for a visa. Doesn't matter. They continue the detentions. As you can see, they keep moving him around to worse and worse conditions. They do offer him occasionally to write bad things about his client, and then he'll get out, and he doesn't do that. They haven't allowed him visitation rights, and the conditions are pretty inhumane. Now, I'd also like to tell you what they do to the people in our office. The police actually interrogate the people in our office and say, please give us what we want against Mr. Magnitsky, otherwise you will no longer be a suspect. You will no longer be a witness in this case, you will be a suspect. They send the local police cops on the beat, which are called the Ucheskova, to talk to the parents of my employees and say, you know, your daughter lawyer, your daughter accountant or your son lawyer, nice kid, but just working for a bad company, and you don't want your kids to go to prison, so you should talk to them, you know, and get them to give us what we want. They call in my former employees, and they do the same thing. In addition to this, I'll tell you a funny story. In all of this time that I've been living on and off in Russia, never once has anybody questioned me. Never once has anybody bothered me, officially. But on August 1st, I had a very funny story happen to me. I am general director of other companies in Russia. One of the companies that I am general director of, which is owned by a client, paid $21.5 million in Russian profits tax in 2006. I signed that, I transferred the money. Everything fine. On August 1st, I came home, and I found an envelope in my post box in Russia. And it said, "Dear Mr. Firestone," it was a letter from the tax inspectorate, "we are rejecting your modified filings for 2006 because the signatures don't match." Well, first of all, I didn't file any modified filings. Second of all, there were 100 pages of my forged signature and forged seals. And what did those documents say? Remember that what our company has been doing for the last 11 months or so is running around saying there's a group of corrupt police officers who've got a scam. They take companies, they restate their profits, they refund the tax, and they steal it. So what did those documents that I found in my post office box say? They said, Dear Tax Inspectorate, I'd like to restate the corporate profits tax due for 2006 that I already paid from $21.5 million to $500,000, signed Jamison. I.e., they set me up to make it look like I was just about to steal $20 million from the Russian government. Now, why did they do that? Do they want to put me in prison? I don't know. I assume I'll be finding out rather shortly when I return to Moscow. Is it a warning shot across my bow? I don't really know. I don't know the game that's being played, but this is the kind of stuff that lawyers have to deal with working in Russia today. And these are the kinds of games that are played. And that's the example. That's what I wanted to share with you. I think that overall, I think what we have is a complete free-for-all in Russia right now. I think that it was started with Yukos, and now corporate raiding is just government. The government does it. Private individuals do it. It's kind of a public-private venture to make some money, and you just Khodorkovsky somebody whenever you need to steal something. Anyway, thank you for your time.